In this module, we have covered and instructed on many different types of miscommunication and roots of conflict. Today, you will be completing an assignment where you observe, learn, and apply knowledge to two different digital miscommunication scenarios. To start today's assignment and presentation, we will recover a couple of main concepts. As you know, many conflicts begin with miscommunication. Miscommunication tends to impede understanding. When two people have similar goals, these goals can be convoluted by miscommunication between the two parties. Two people who agree on a solution may often miscommunicate digitally. Perception is reality and other myths. Although it is true that we often trust our first assumptions about someone's intentions, it is important to remember that we all have different goals, needs, and personalities. How we receive and perceive digital communication is not always how it was intended. It is our responsibility to have good faith in the digital communication of others. It is also our responsibility to be mindful of our tone and language choice when sending digital communication. There are four common sources of digital miscommunication: tone, language, perspective, and lack of couching. Tone refers to the overall mood of the digital communication. Language refers to the specific words and vocabulary you use that start the miscommunication. Perspective is the two different perspectives of the parties involved. And last but certainly not least, lack of couching. Couching is often referred to as sandwiching. So, for example, when you are trying to give somebody a criticism, it is always best to point out what that person did right before you point out what that person did wrong from your perspective. All four elements that are common sources of digital miscommunication are important to remember when writing or receiving digital communication. Today, you will be responsible for applying the knowledge that you have learned about digital miscommunication. Today, we will be completing practice scenarios and solutions. Your job is to read two scenarios where an employee sent digital communication that leads to conflict. To do this, you must cite 1 to 2 ways in which the digital communication incited conflict, then rewrite the email in a way that leads to less conflict and stronger communication. Record all of your findings in a Google Doc or a PDF and submit under Module 1 Conflict Scenarios. I will be reading the scenarios in this presentation, but the scenarios that I am providing are also available under the assignment module where you submit your answers. Scenario number 1. Aparna, I notice you have been behind on your responsibilities related to our project. I have been really stressed, and you not being responsible is making it worse. If you do not complete your portion of the work by Thursday, I will be reporting to our supervisor. This is unacceptable and needs to stop. I cannot handle the workload on my own. Thank you and have a great day. Best, Sarah. Scenario number 2. Zitlali, I just looked over the one-pager you sent me about chronic illness in the workplace. You need to resubmit as there were many errors and inconsistencies. Have this done by Friday. Sincerely, Esther. You will respond to the scenarios just described by submitting a PDF or a Google Doc under Module 1